Game on. It's summer, it's hot, and the biggest sports story is clearly on ice. We're one-on-one with the biggest NHL free agents who both are playing for the Wild. We're also talking basketball. From the Wolves to the upcoming Olympic Games, hoopologist Henry Lake is in the steakhouse. We're on the water, and you gotta see this. It's a local championship sled racer who updates us on her great season. And it wouldn't be Game On without 7 and a visit, talking food from the chef himself. It's game day. It's Sunday. It's Game On. Tucked in amongst the skyscrapers in downtown Minneapolis, you found Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar, downtown's ultimate event destination. Welcome again. Good to have you with us. Rod Simons. This is Game On TV. Just down the street, the Twins are getting busy against the Oakland A's in just a couple of hours here, and we have a great show lined up for you. We are all over the map. There's been a sports tidal wave happen here in the last couple of weeks, including over the holiday. We'll be talking about that happened in the hockey world, and we also have some racing and some other things. So let's get after it. Let's get busy, and we always start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, we find the Twins beginning the second half of the 2012 season. They have rebound clearly in mind. The Vikings are 2.5 weeks away from their start of the NFL season with Mankato training camp. And the Lynx begin their WNBA Olympic break that lasts until August 17th. And lockout looms for the NHL as the Wild make that huge free agent splash. So we start by reminding you that July 4th, 2012 is probably going to go down as one of those where were you when you heard days. On a holiday, the Wild come out and sign 2 of the biggest free agents in the free agent pool, and in such a dramatic way. And that's how we start Game On today. We're one-on-one with both, starting with Zach Parise.
The Minnesota Wild have scored the July 4th daily double, landing both coveted free agents Ryan Suter and Zach Parise.
Minnesota Wild make one of the biggest acquisitions in Twin Cities sports history, grabbing not just 1, but 2 huge free agents.
Right from the time we signed, it's been exciting and a little bit relief that this whole thing is over. It was a long few days from July 1st, but just looking forward to starting the season and getting things going here. I think both Ryan and I are excited to be joining this team.
You guys talk almost as if you were one. Was it that well, not manufactured, but put together from the both of you, or was there some movement that went on in between?
You know, we had talked about it in years past, and then once the time comes, you get a little more serious about it, and you talk about the different teams you're talking to, and you have to make sure, I think, from an individual standpoint, that you're taking care of yourself. And it's, you know, I wanted to play with Ryan right from the start, and so we kind of looked at different teams where it would be available, and we thought that this would be a great fit for both of us, having, you know, me being from here and him from Wisconsin. It was perfect.
It was funny in the news conference when you guys talked about not being Gophers.
Well, I said this the other day that hopefully everyone can forgive both of us for not choosing the Gophers about 10 years ago. I've moved on, obviously, so hopefully everyone else can.
There is a great hockey tradition here. You know that, we all know that, but it really kind of comes together when you sign contracts like this and you play in the same town.
The hockey tradition, I mean, just from what I've seen the last 4 or 5 days, it's you know, it's great the way the fans love the players, they love the team, the excitement. It's great. It's I'm really looking forward to it. You get I always loved coming back here and playing during the season. You get a full building, a great atmosphere, and I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Not a lot of talk about winning the cup. Is that a superstitious thing, or obviously you guys come here because you want to win it all?
What would you rather have us say right day one we're going to win? No, I mean that's you know what, that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. That's the goal of 30 teams in the NHL. We both talked about how they've got some pieces in place here that we liked, and we thought that we could help out. And like you said, the ultimate is in any sport is to win the whole thing. And but at the same time, I don't think it's fair for anyone to put expectations on anything. I've been on great teams that we were picked to win the cup before the season started. We didn't make the playoffs. You know, it's not fair. The league is too even. You got to get hot at the right time. But we'll play hard and we'll give it our best shot.
You're familiar with social media, obviously.
Yeah, I don't do it too much though.
On the day you guys made the announcement, or the announcement was made, social media blew up. Who was the first person that called that wasn't in the inner circle that called and said, "Wow, you're in Minnesota"?
Outside of the inner circle, I got some calls from some teammates that were really excited. Obviously, with what we went through this year, going to the finals,
right.
You're a close group. And then they were disappointed, but at the same time they were very excited. So I think it was one of my teammates from New Jersey that called and said congrats.
It's a business, but there's got to be some hard feelings. I mean, that's got to be tough.
It's very hard. When you get drafted by a place, that's all you know. You grow up there. You become part of that family. And with Lou, the GM in New Jersey, he treats his players very well. It's a first-class organization, and that was one of the hardest things I've had to do, is to tell him that I was going to be coming back. And I have a lot of respect for him and for all the players there, and that was a tough thing, just to let them know that I was going to be returning.
2 more questions. The number. Would you have liked to have Mikko's number, or did you want to wear your dad's?
I wanted to wear my dad's for sure. When I went out to New Jersey, I didn't pick 9. They gave it to me.
Yeah.
So when it was never an issue. When I came back, the first thing I wanted to take number 11. Just that's what I was before. I was that at college, and I always was, just because of my dad. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Has it sunk in yet?
A little bit, yeah. Just when going into the locker room, going into a new locker room, you're putting on this jersey, that's when it really hits you that you're on a different team, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great.
So are we. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've made it easier for you to get your game on. Download our new GameON app, available for your iPhone and Android too, courtesy of DataStream Connection. You'll find shows, photographs, all the links you need to our sponsors, and our site takes you inside GameON with updates and blogs from the Vikings to the Wolves, Twins, and all the teams in between. We also link you to our partner site. It's purplepride.org. So get all that information at GameOnTVMN.com. So Zach is the first part of the dynamic duo. You'll meet the other half. We're one-on-one next on Game On.
Come down to Target Center to see Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen, and Maya Moore, along with the rest of the WNBA champion Minnesota Lynx, as they take on the Washington Mystic on Friday, August 17th. Great seats still available. Log on to lynxbasketball.com to buy your tickets today.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diners Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back. This is Game On, powered by 7, the ultimate event destination. I'm Rod Simons, delighted to have you with us. So we've heard from the first half of the new wild dynamic duo, and they are that. Season tickets are selling at a record pace. It's going to be the hottest ticket in town. They are going to be expected to win, expected to get to the playoffs and go deep. And these guys know it, from Zach Parise to Ryan Suter, who we're one-on-one with right now.
Free agents of Zach and Ryan's caliber are often attracted to the major markets where there is more attention, brighter spotlights, and frankly, more money. These two chose Minnesota over those things, and in doing so, they have transformed our franchise.
When does it all really sink in?
I don't know. It still hasn't yet. So.
Yeah.
I think once you step out on the ice that first game, that's when it'll hit you. Last week, middle of the week, we make the decision to come here, and my phone's been going off the hook and ringing off the hook, and just it's just been chaos to be honest with you. We walk out there, and there's hundreds of reporters, and it's very surreal, but excited to be wearing a Minnesota Wild jersey.
I can imagine the pressure on you guys. I know that Coach Yo talked about pressure and all that stuff. But there's a lot of factors that go into this thing, and ultimately all you guys want to do is play hockey.
Yeah.
But as you know now, being one of the most sought-after free agents, there's a lot more that goes into the pie.
Definitely. I mean, we wouldn't be to where we are today if we didn't like pressure, pressure situations, tough times, adversity. So for us, like you said, we just want to get back on the ice and go out there and do the best we can. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on us, but we put a lot of pressure on ourselves.
I know there's a lot of zeros and all that stuff, but does it basically come down to guys want to go home and play for their fans and their family?
Yeah, I think so. I think playing with Zach was a big thing. My wife's from Bloomington, so I'm happy for her to be around her family, and my son, I'm excited for him to grow up in the Midwest and have some cold winters and some snow.
We were doing some of the math and some of the lines, and this team is extremely deep now, even without the youngsters.
Yeah.
Have you kind of started to look at the roster a little bit, or had you already done that?
Yeah, we've looked it over before. They got a lot of good players. I think me and Zach are gonna be able to complement them very well.
Are you nervous about the lockout? And not once did the L word get mentioned, but the players have issues with the owners.
I think we both want to play. The owners want to play. The owners want us to play, and we want to play. I mean, so hopefully everything figures itself out here. We're just excited to be here.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Time now for the Bud Light lineup. After the Twins take care of Oakland, they're getting Baltimore for the rest of the week here at home. Vikings get Buffalo in their first preseason home game. Star Soccer has Fort Lauderdale on the 18th, and the Lynx back in business August 17th against Washington. The Wolves with their first Summer League game against the Clippers on the 16th. The Saints busy against Grand Prairie. Canterbury Park 1:30 this afternoon with its first post. And Gophers football back in business September 8th. First game at TCF Bank Stadium against New Hampshire. Love Big will have its fashion show in September. And the Miracle League with the Big Whiff. It's Popsicle's Big Whiff August 18th and 19th. The Champions Tour is here for the 3M Championship. PGA with the British Open this next week. NASCAR with the Lennox Tools 301, and Wheels of Thunder finish up with Power Cruise at BIR. Don't forget 7 events, Ultralounge Fridays, 7 Saturdays, and all-you-can-eat sushi on Sunday and Monday. And don't forget our GameON podcast. Rod, Webby, and Artie preview the GameON week ahead. We go one-on-one with show guests. We have the latest inside information and GameON viewer mail too. So send us a note and check out our podcast at GameOnTVMN.com. And that's your Bud Light lineup. We're moving from hockey to hoops with the master hoopologist himself. Henry Lake is in the house. It's on deck on Game On.
Get the party started. Dial it. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Twin City Wireless doesn't care about our competitors. We care about you, the customer. We care that you get the best prices. Plans starting at $40 a month, unlimited text, talk, international text, and internet.
Twin Cities Wireless carries all the latest models of phones and accessories and handles all service providers.
At Twin City Wireless, your problem is our problem. Twin City Wireless now has 2 locations, Brooklyn Center and Northeast Minneapolis. Twin City Wireless, it's not just business, it's personal.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Rod with H. Lake, the master hoopologist. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Rod?
Good to have you back. And thank
Nice
you for
seeing
being
you
a
this
part
summer,
of
man.
Great to see you too. Thanks for being a part of Golf for the Gift.
Absolutely,
We
always.
appreciate it very, very much. You know, just a couple of minutes ago, we heard from the dynamic duo of Zach Parise and Ryan Suter. If I'm not mistaken, you were on the air breaking the news on KFAN.
Absolutely, it was crazy because we are the home in the Minnesota Wild
Right.
on the radio, and you know, the program director was like, you know, you got to go now because I was scheduled to be on. And it was like when the news broke, it was like that was the major news when it comes to free agency. You have to talk about it. You got to get on the air, and it was a lot of fun.
Twitter.
It was complete chaos the entire day.
It was. Twitter, Facebook, the radio, and deservedly so, because I can't think of a bigger free agent signing in Minnesota than that.
We haven't seen that in a very, very long time, if ever.
Right. So moving from hockey to hoops, of which you're keeping a close eye on, how are the Wolves doing, in your opinion, when it comes to free agency?
I think that we're doing okay from the standpoint that we're trying to add some veterans into the mix. You know, draft night or a couple days before the draft, you traded for just Chase Budinger with the 18th overall pick. You've added Brandon Roy in the mix from the Portland Trailblazers, although he's got some bad knees. So you're trying to add some veterans that can be a part of your squad and maybe help mold some of the younger players. But beyond that, I think we're swinging and missing a lot, and that's something that we've done the last couple of years.
And you keep your ear to the ground. You talk to a lot of NBA people like I do, and one of the things that you're hearing is that that Minnesota may be having a tough time getting the free agents. Kevin Love comes out and says, we got to get free agents in here. We got to get some help. But it may not be as easy as David Kahn would like.
No, it's not easy because when you look at this market, it is a smaller market. It is a team that is very young with a couple of maybe emerging stars in Ricky Rubio as well as Kevin Love. But you don't have that ultimate supreme superstar like a LeBron James, like a Dwight Howard. And it's hard for Dwight Howard to get guys to go to Orlando, so it's going to be tough for an organization like the Wolves to get guys to come here, even though you got a lot of money.
Do you think that, you mentioned Ricky Rubio, your thoughts, and I know we talked about this a little off air a few minutes ago, but I think that he'll come back faster than a lot of people think. You're being very cautious.
I'm just being cautiously optimistic about his recovery because typically in the world of sports, we see that it takes an entire full year for a guy to basically come back to be 110% or 100%.
They need him, though.
They need him, but you can't rush it. You've invested in him. You know, he's only going into his second season, and they don't have all of the pieces around him right now to be a playoff team. So don't rush him. Don't rush him to get back on the court, just like Derrick Rose shouldn't be rushed to get back with the Chicago Bulls, even though they're further along in their process. But just take your time, and he's going to be good at some point.
You having a good summer?
I'm having a great summer, man.
Great to have you here. H. Lake, you can hear him on KFAN Radio, 11 a.m. on Sundays. Only here, H. Lake with us on GameON. The message is simple: spreading positivity and creating a vehicle to help others, to give back. It's Love Big, creating new ways to increase awareness. Thursday, July 26th, Love Big will be the special winner when Todd Joseph Band returns from Seattle, a one-night show at the Fine Line Music Cafe in Minneapolis' Warehouse District. Love Big created the TGB gear and will be getting 100 meals for every Todd Joseph Band shirt sold. So please come out and support the Todd Joseph Band and Love Big. You'll be creating meals for a lot of people who need them. Learn more about Love Big at lovebig.org. GameON and 7 supports this fine effort, and together we'll get it done. On deck, the chef is back, ready to dish fish. Only here on GameON.
Conagra Foods and Cub Foods have teamed up to offer you free tickets so you can watch your Minnesota Lynx take on some of the WNBA's best talent. Simply purchase any 2 snack pack pudding 4-packs and get 2 free Lynx tickets. To participate, stop by the Conagra display at your local Cub Food store during the month of July or visit the partners offer page at lynxbasketball.com. Conagra Foods and Cub Foods, proud partners of the Minnesota Lynx.
Welcome back, it's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. So glad you're with us today. I'm Rod Simons. You know, when you come to 7, especially here on Skybar, look at that. Outstanding atmosphere, tremendous views. You come here, you have great steaks, amazing sushi. But what you might not know is that the fish is out of this world as well. It is what Chef C is talking about this week in our Cooking with Chef C segment. How are you, Chef?
I'm doing well.
Awesome to
Yourself?
see you again. Great, doing great.
Good.
Now, we've been cooking a lot of steak, rolling a lot of sushi for all the pro athletes we've had on recently. you and me now, and you said there is one thing I've got to show you, and it's the Chilean sea bass.
It is. You know, it's funny because everyone thinks that the only fish that we serve is raw. It's not. We cook it, we grill it, we fry it, we saute it, we do anything you want to it. And this is one of my favorite dishes here. It's really a mild fish. You know, it has a lot of high oil content, so it's a very juicy fish, but it doesn't taste like fish. It's a great ocean flavor. This goes great with this asparagus, and this is from your old stomping grounds.
State.
Well,
and how
Washington
long
action.
does it take to cook or to make for asparagus to grow?
Asparagus actually takes 1 year from seed to harvest. And so it's kind of funny, you know, you can find a lot of wild asparagus in my old stomping grounds right by the river in Stillwater. You can find a little bit further down south of Minnesota. But this asparagus actually, it takes a full year for it to mature and for you to be able to harvest it. So you only get it for a short time and then it's kind of gone. And this is a perfect time of the year for it.
So if I'm walking in, once again, what do I ask for if someone wants this?
This is our pan-seared Chilean sea bass.
Pan-seared Chilean sea. I got to tell you, it is absolutely awesome. There is a gigantic benefit to working with this man. And it's the Chilean sea bass.
It's, you know, not only this, but all of our seafood is top-notch here.
It's 7. It's Chef C. It's GameON, Cooking with Chef C. Hey, please join us for a live taping of GameON here at 7 Steakhouse and be a part of it with great food, autographs, a memorable atmosphere. Our website will have the latest guest updates. And don't forget to stay in touch with us via Facebook, Twitter, and all our shows are on iTunes as well. It's GameON TV. On deck, she rides the water like nobody else. KMZ and the sled, only here on GameON.
Hey Dave, we're out of Bud Light. Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app. Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
4-Bid online auctions. Auctions made easy with 4 steps. Step 1, find our website and become a bidder. Step 2, pick an item to bid on. Cars, trucks, boats, you name it, we sell it. Step 3, win that item. Step 4, come to the warehouse in Ramsey to pick up your items. You can buy and sell with us. 4-bid.com. Auctions made easy.
Welcome back. It's GameON, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Great to have you with us. Rod Simons and 2 Watercross racers that if you don't know now, you will know soon because they flat out get after it. Shawn and Krista Maki-Zurn. Great to have you both with us again.
Thanks.
Hi,
Thank
guys.
you.
How are you?
Good.
Oh, excellent.
Glad you're off the lake for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So that famous saying, the need for speed, you both have it badly.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's been brewing for many years.
We're seeing video of you guys doing your thing. Krista, how fast are you going on these sleds?
Well, in the drag class that I'm in right now, probably around, high 60s.
Yeah.
Shawn rides the pro class.
Right.
With like the mods and stuff and does the ovals, and he goes a little bit faster. They're about speeds up of 80 miles an hour.
So if somebody at home has a snowmobile and they want to do something like that, impossible?
No, not impossible. Most of the sleds we've got, there's a lot of stock sleds out there that very minor adjustments from buying them right off the showroom floor to be able to go out and start racing competitively into sport.
You know, when I met you, Krista, last year, one of the things that I admired about what you're doing is not only are you passionate about your sport, both of you, but you're determined to let people know about what it is and how much fun it is.
Oh yeah.
So you're working like nonstop, Facebook, social media. You're letting people know where
my
did that
season
start?
does not stop. Like as soon as we are done in August, well, it's September this year, but my husband is usually building new sleds for the next year right after. I mean, this is like a 365 sport for us.
Do you have help from your friends and associates?
This is the one that builds my winning sleds.
Nice.
So, but I mean, I have a lot of great sponsors that I have to thank.
Nice.
And That's not a shameless plug or anything,
No-
but
nothing
no,
wrong with
I
that.
have to be, I'm very grateful for all the people that we have backing us up that, you know, really believe in us and everything that we can do. I think they know how much we love our sport.
3-time champion, 1-time champion.
He's got me beat by 2 more. So.
You'll get there. When did you know that you wanted to race like this?
Well, my husband's been in it about 10 years or so, and then he got me started in 2009.
Okay.
And I hadn't even ridden snowmobiles really since 2001, since my cousin had an accident. We
Right.
lost him to snowmobiles. So he built me a 800 and just had me do some laps and then sent me out on the water, and that was it.
If you have not watched these two on sleds, it really is cool stuff. And they're our own. Only here. Thank you for being with us, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
On GameON. It is time for the MIAC Minute. Delighted to have a fixture in Minneapolis, St. Paul sports with us. It's Dave Wright, the new sports information director at Hamlin. Welcome.
Thanks, Rod. Good to be with you.
Good to have you here, and congratulations on the new job.
Thank you.
You've got your work cut out for you, as you know, because in the D3 world, people talk about St. Thomas and St. John's, a little bit about Bethel and football. You want to change that landscape.
Yeah, and I think we can. We obviously didn't have a great year last year athletically, but we've got some good, sharp coaches. They know the challenge. They know then, you know, now we've got 2 new coaches. You had one of them a couple weeks ago, Alex Morawicki, who was really
Yes.
boy, is he a sharp guy.
Yes.
You know, and he played at Hamlin. There aren't a lot of guys that want to come back, you know, like that at that age. So got some good, sharp young coaches. And yeah, we're really encouraged. I love our new AD, Jason Verdugo. He was a very successful baseball coach. So yeah, I think we'll be better this year. And more importantly, we're just trying to make it a fun place to come back to watch games at.
And one of the things that you've got in mind is night football, which a lot during on weekends during the fall, we don't see a lot of that, but there's a special game coming up.
That's right. Our first home game, in fact, Rod, September 22nd
Nice.
against Augsburg will be a night game, and hopefully we'll have a night like tonight. You know,
Isn't
And
this beautiful?
it's the only night game in the MIAC all season long, and we wanted to do this. John Pate wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it. I said, we've only had one night game in the history of the school there at home, so we're really excited about that. We hope it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, don't be a stranger. We'd love to have
We
you
are.
back.
My pleasure.
And
Thanks, Rod.
Great to have you with us.
My
Enjoy
pleasure.
the rest of your summer.
I will. You too.
Dave Wright here in the MIAC. Time now for the Game On update. Congratulations to Kevin Love, who is named one of the American Olympians headed to London. It's another huge honor for K. Love, who arrived this last season, named to the NBA's second team. Big season, too. 26 points a game, 13 rebounds as well. Hey, the NBA just announced that they'll have preseason games in Montreal and Winnipeg. Its first ever NBA Canada series this October, and the Timberwolves will be a part of it, facing off against the Detroit Pistons in the preseason October 25th in Winnipeg. They'll have more information as that becomes closer. And that's your Game On update. Whew. Busy show it has been, and that is it for us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Sunday. Don't forget, go to our website. It's GameOnTVMN.com for all the updates. So until we see you next time, I'm Rod Simons. Make it a great week and keep your game on.